What up, YouTube? So this is going to be part 4 of the Honda Civic K20 Type R ED3 swap, and today we're going to be working on some suspension and getting all the brakes in. So we got some Willwood brakes that we got spray painted that are going to be custom to the valve cover, which is going to be, it's going to pop really nice actually after you guys see everything. Hopefully, if anybody has some blue Recaros, hit me up at K Serious Works, or you can hit up the owner, Pale Horse ED3, and just hit us up on the DM. We're really looking for those if you have a set, so just let us know. Anyways, we're going to be installing these on here. We're going to be putting our Yonaka axles on here as well, and get the suspension all tightened up so we can put the car back onto the ground and start finishing everything up. So right now we're going to go ahead and just start putting these brakes on. And then we also got a new brake booster that we're gonna add on here from I think from an Integra GSR or whatever. So the braking system will basically be complete. We got the rear disc, we got the new 40/40 valve I installed, and we're gonna install the Willwood brakes. And these spindles are from Integra DA. You do have to upgrade to these if you don't have like an SI CRX. Like I said, this is just a sedan. They didn't come with the bigger splines, so you do have to upgrade to the Integras. Other than that, the stock brakes work fine, but he got a really good deal on the Willwood, so they came out really good. So we'll be installing the half shaft as well. The half shaft came from the Type R, but you can use any half shaft from 02 to 06 Acura RSX or Honda Civic SI 02 to 2011 EP3 FG2 or FA5. RSX base model as well, but make sure it's not automatic. Those won't work. TSX half shafts won't work as well. RSX Type S, SI, yeah, that's basically all of them for the half shaft. Axles, you want to use the RSX base axles unless you're upgrading your hubs to 36mm. You can use the RSX Type S stock. Other than that, just use the base ones. If you happen to have EP3 axles, you have to swap the inner splines, basically meaning each side has to go on the other side. So if you have a half shaft, it has to go on the opposite axle, and then that obviously the other side has to go on the other spline so you can put it into the transmission. But one day maybe I'll probably show you guys how to do that. So right now we're gonna go ahead and install these brakes, and then we'll come back. All right, so we are back now. We got the Willwood brakes on here, we got our axles on here. Suspension just needs to be finished, tightened up, and it's basically going to be ready to drop on the floor. And then the other side, we got the half shaft on here, and this axle with the brakes. So we just got to bleed basically the brakes. We did install a 40/40 valve if you guys didn't watch the last video. So everything is pretty much, as far as the brakes, are basically ready to go. Next thing we did do is install the headers, the K20 headers. And we did kind of have to trim a little bit on the subframe to get these to fit, which most likely all headers you will, unless you get like the Scope 2 ones that actually fit really good with no trimming. Other than that, we've also been doing the wiring for wire tuck, as far as running that through the side for the headlight harness tuck. So we almost got that ready. The other side's actually almost pretty much done. Shout out to Elzar for knocking that out. So we almost got that fully extended over here. Johnny's getting the exhaust going, as you can see right here, so we can get a little bit bigger piping on here. Other than that, we got the pedal assembly I wanted to show you guys, because I've been working on that as well. I don't want to get too far ahead. So this is how it looks when it's installed. This is from Hush Performance, and it's not completely installed yet. I was going to try to put these spacers in here because I couldn't get the bolt on this side, but I'm just going to have Johnny trim it a little bit so we can just put it back to factory. But other than that, it's pretty easy install. You just have to drill a hole right here so we can have the slave cylinder, the master cylinder slide on. After that, it'll be pretty much ready to go. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. and then we're gonna run the reservoir off of our RSX. We're just waiting for the hose for that to come. So hopefully by the end of that video I can show you guys this installed, so we can get to the next portion. Anyways, we got to take out this automatic shifter so we can start getting everything ready for the shift box that we're going to be throwing in here. We're just using an RSX shift box for now, and we're just going to drill through the top 4 holes and run it like that for now until we get the actual shift box kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. It's just a Phillips and Phillips on this side, and there's 2 maybe Phillips right here if you take this tab off. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that out, and we'll come back and maybe hopefully start installing these pedals and getting this car just more detail finish up this side as well. And hopefully we can have the car on the ground at least, and then the exhaust basically finished. So the next video we can do electrical and hopefully get this car started. This car is going to be on K-tuner, so I'll show you guys how to do a little map on there just in case you guys haven't done one before. So I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking these things out, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we're back now, and this car is officially manual as far as the pedals. I got those installed right now, and I got the clutch master and slave installed right here. So I got the slave, got the clutch line, and everything's ready to go. And also put the brake booster back on. So as far as the brakes, I think they just need to be bled and should be ready to go as far as that. Next thing will probably be installing the shifter box, but I think I'm going to be waiting for the next video for that. I just got everything disconnected as far as the automatic part. Don't forget to keep these wires, these 2 wires we're going to have to be putting together. And then the white green one, let's see, and whichever one's the white green one, that one's to the ignition. So we're gonna connect all those together so our ignition won't lock up, and we'll be able to start the car with no problems. Other than that, I just installed the little AC or delete box. As far as that, still got a couple bolts I gotta get on that. Painted the intake manifold. It was kind of dirty from I guess the oxidation and stuff, but we're almost getting there, guys. Next video we'll be finishing up the exhaust, bleeding the clutch, getting the dash back in here, and finishing up the radiator. Other than that, I think maybe part 6 this car should be starting. So if not the next video, the video after that one, we still got to do a little electrical wiring and everything, so I'll be showing you guys that next time. Other than that, stay tuned, guys. Everything's almost ready. You'll see the startups soon, hopefully. If not the next video, the video after that. And like I said, we'll be doing the cables, finishing up the alternator, radiator, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the car for the first time as well. So maybe next video we'll get the startup. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.